It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal.
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one after the win against Denver. And they pulled off a three-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Thomas is out there with Harden. Then it's Nance, and it's Parsons in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Harden. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice.
What was that? That was
extra
sick.
Either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have three things at that point, Kevin. One, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. Two, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now, here is Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's Valanciunas over Russell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. They set the pick. Screen by Sharch. Towns, no luck.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out. He's got to try to find something different.
They get it back. And the rejection by Towns.
For the threes, no.
For three, Richardson.
No
good.
You're not supposed to be taking
Bucks go
threes.
the other way with it.
I don't care if you're DeMarcus Cousins, you won't take threes.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Actually trust probably Vucevic.
Harden dishes to Valanciunas. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Richardson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chandler Parsons. Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Harden. And Parsons kicks to Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Harden against Russell.
The real sky for you is when you play him is just switch your center with small forward.
Passes to Towns. Over Parsons. That misses off the backboard. From deep, Thomas. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Alfred
Do you
Payton,
think he
Justice
knew?
Winslow.
He knew from the moment he let that go. Just
James Harden with an
unreal.
afro.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close
Thomas
with a
saying,
7-point lead. They've
"Hey,
been playing
I'm
some
still exist.
inspired defense, giving up
Hey,
very few easy points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Russell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Towns. Then there's Richardson. And it's Saric in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for
Towns doing his
Dallas.
best.
You can see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Nance a screen. Down low. Great communication on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Russell against Harden. Towns in the corner. Hardaway from outside. But they recover it. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Karl Anthony Towns. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Nance a screen. Harden against Russell. Active Valanciunas. Thomas outside. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .143 left in the first half of basketball. A baseline J. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And Brent, so often we talk about star power in the NBA. Who are some of the guys flying under the radar that could soon become that star power, that household name?
I think Indiana has an opportunity to hold on to a good one in Miles Turner, a center that just spent 1 year in college, has shown some signs of rapid improvement, and being in Indiana as a 5-man that can step out, shoot the mid-range jump shot, finish at the rim, handle the basketball. He is definitely a guy I have my eye on as taking the next step and being a star in this league.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Hardaway against Thomas. He can't hit that time. D that time from
Thomas trying to dig
the
up
Mavericks trail.
That's cute.
Outside Russell. He kicks to Towns. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him
Take
inside,
it 2 for 1
forcing the
from
ball
that.
into the paint.
The The shot and game clock separated by 4. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Thomas with another miss.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
They get the rebound.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports
Hey
Halftime
again, y'all.
Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. And Kenny, that's it for halftime.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. And now the start of the second half. Mavericks leading by 3.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Thomas is out there with Harden. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Nance in at the 4 spot. Richardson dishes to Russell. Towns the screen. For the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. He's able to just carry an offense with his creativity. Garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nance a screen, and Valanciunas kicks to Thomas. Milwaukee with a fresh 24. That shot misses.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Hardaway passes to Towns. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Mavericks.
And no doubt they relied upon that 3-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Parsons sets a screen for Harden, and Thomas has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 12 points for Isaiah Thomas.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Shot from 12. And that one hits back iron. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harden, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Well, across the board last season, James Harden, Greg, saw his numbers jump through the roof, but he showed improvement both in his defensive engagement as well as his rebounding. Not something that a lot of us saw coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. And with Harden, I think the rebounding is the really surprising number. Went from being an average rebounding guard to a great one the last few seasons. He's been showing more of a dedication to all aspects of the game.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Bucks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Thomas. Nice D from Russell.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
Towns, the screen. Shot from 12. Russell, no luck. The Bucks trail. Valanciunas with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. For the lead. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Valanciunas. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Sharch dishes to Russell. Sharch with the screen for Russell. Back to Sharch. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Same exact plays. The possessions ago.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Thomas against Hardaway. Now the feed to Harden. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Right now it's winning time.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Bucks leading by 4. They've got Saric. Russell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Richardson, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And the Mavericks with possession. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Towns, a screen on Valanciunas. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Russell. Towns dishes to Russell. 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Harden against Russell. It's Harden with the drive and the rejection by Towns. Russell with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Russell, no luck.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Thomas kicks to Harden. The Bucks working the ball around to the middle. Here's Valanciunas, fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Russell kicks to Richardson. Pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. Towns, the screen. 6 to shoot. Parsons against Russell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge.
Screen by Valanciunas. Thomas against Richardson. In the corner, Harden. Screen by Valanciunas. It's tipped. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Saric up top, covered by Nance. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you. And he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Here's Harden. Towns with the defensive effort.
Wonderful defense. Staying active,
stay free.
and really putting the
Shaka-laka tie game.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot, he's a gamer.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Thomas kicks to Valanciunas. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Towns, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by Harden.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Russell passes to Richardson. He dishes it to Towns. Over Parsons. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points. Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Parsons with a screen on Hardaway. To the inside. It's stolen by Saric.
Tie game again.
It's still within reach.
Oh,
Make every possession count from this point forward, and I mean every possession.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct straight to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Well, the other part is just reading the crucial moment. That's a clutch move right there. It could change the outcome of the game.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Isaiah Thomas.
And Kevin, his three-point shooting has been a big key. 12 of his points have come from downtown, and those points didn't come cheaply. He's worked hard on the perimeter aspect of his game and got good high-percentage shots.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last timeout, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win.
Oh, here we go.
Dallas calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Man. OT. There's not much love. I'm going to go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. You know the rules. 5 on 5, 2 timeouts each team. 2 minutes. They can count. Otherwise, we're going right back into it.
So the Bucks win the tip, and no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Nance. Then it's Harden. Then it's Thomas. And it's Parsons in at the foul. And Saric kicks to Hardaway. Here's Towns.
We're not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
Milwaukee's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Harden dishes to Parsons. Nance a screen on Towns. Parsons passes to Nance. Just 5 on the clock. Thomas, that's good. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Russell kicks to Richardson. Dish now to Towns. Over Parsons. Parsons with the rebound. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Connects from downtown.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from three-point.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 52 seconds left in the first overtime. And Šarić kicks to Hardaway. Here's Towns. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Towns drops them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Screened by Valanciunas. Thomas pitch to Valanciunas. Good!
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What do you think, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick
shot.
Oh,
wow.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Yes, showing off a really smooth
Bucks
stroke
going
there,
down my power
and that
rankings.
will add to their lead.
Richardson, no luck.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Thomas with the ball. And so the Bucks take the win. And they add some nerve. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
60, 39, 36, 18 and 12. Sarge didn't even take a shot that game, but boy, did he get some good boards, assists, and steals. Harden, Thomas, and Jonas Valanciunas all with over 39. Parsons, Kevin Love stat line. 0 for 1. Both teams just scored from inside the paint like it was nothing, but Bucks had those 3 from the corner. Just too good. Huskies at Cavs will be the next.